And I am back in Boston with Rich Rebuilds, and we are pulling an O.J. Simpson right now. You can see the police have blocked off every road. Yeah. Rich is going unspeakable speeds.
Yeah, and they're actually gaining on us.
They're gaining on us.
Look,
multiple motorcycle cops are flying up.
Get a shot behind there.
Yeah, I can see him in the mirror here. There's one there. There's another one coming.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Wait, is this really for me?
Is he actually? I thought we were just messing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what is happening right now, man?
Dude, we are surrounded. There's another one in the mirror. Oh, this guy's slowing down now.
You know what? Let me just call.
Are you gonna call to see if we can?
I'm gonna call my buddy who knows everything.
All right. I figured we might just turn ourselves in instead of.
No, I'm gonna phone a friend.
Okay. Phone a friend usually gets you out of it at least once.
Computer right now.
Yeah.
Or your phone. There's something going on in Boston where every single exit to the highway is blocked off.
He's blocking this one right now.
Really?
Every single exit getting onto the highway, we are on 95 right now, is blocked by a state trooper. No cars are allowed to get on the highway.
Oh, get on the highway?
Yep. Yeah. No cars are allowed to get on the highway right now. We passed, what, 15 exits?
Yeah.
15 exits.
All
Every
blocked.
exit was blocked by a cop.
And my thought is...
95 or 93?
I'm on 90, well, I mean, you name it. We went from 93 to 95, and even the tunnels in Boston, they were all blocked off.
My thought is the president's here, aka me.
I think, well, John Ross is here.
Right.
But
so they were just hooking us up.
Right.
There's something.
They would let you get on.
Yeah,
they would let you get on, Rich, because you got the president in the car.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. On today's episode of Watch Jericho, I am back in Boston, Massachusetts, hanging out with Rich Rebuilds. And today, we're working on a turbo hybrid Hayabusa VW Rabbit. What is going on, guys? I am Watch Jericho, and like I said, here in Massachusetts, and on the way in, we had a full presidential convoy where the police closed all the roads for us. It was either that or the police maybe mistook Rich for O.J. Simpson and just gave us, maybe they were chasing us down. We don't really know. It was either O.J. or the president. So like I said, we are here with Rich Rebuilds in his shop, and he is busy working on some business.
John Ross, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
How you doing, dude? Nice to see you again. Thanks for coming back.
What are you doing?
What brings you in this area?
I heard you needed some help with a couple projects, so I flew in just to help you out.
No other reason?
No other
That's
reason.
the only reason why
That's
you came
really
here?
the only reason that I'm here this week. Okay. And, you know, I heard you needed an expert on M5s with V10s.
So I've heard that you've owned a V10 powered BMW. Is that true?
I have.
What do you still have it?
No, it didn't last very long.
That says a lot about the car itself.
Short-lived.
Did you like it when you had it?
It sounded really cool while it ran.
Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't really. So while it ran.
Yeah.
Were there any other redeeming qualities of it besides the way it sounded?
I mean, mine had a aftermarket head unit with Android.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Androids are cool, right?
It.
For some.
Yeah.
That's neat.
That was pretty much all of it, you know. It's
So it just sounds good.
It sounds good.
Someone told me, they said, you know, there's like a cult following for these cars. People love these cars so much. And I really want to see what all the hype was all about, you know, so I got one.
Yeah.
But I haven't really driven it yet. But someone told me, hey, that thing will give your Hellcat a run for its money.
It won't.
And I'm like, I don't believe that.
I think the thing is, the people, it does have a cult following of people that like doing oil analysis regularly.
Come check this out, actually. There's a giant Blackstone oil analysis sticker on this.
It's a cult.
I've heard this a million times. Like, so you had, what was it? Rod bearings. Rod bearings run, right?
Right.
Did you run an oil analysis on it to see if this was coming? I was like, you have to do this every oil change.
Yeah. You know how many other cars you have to do it on?
How many?
I don't know, none. Maybe the M3.
Well, I think Blackstone is in business because of BMWs.
Yep.
Like, no joke.
Yep.
Like, that keeps that company running because I've never sent an oil analysis out for any car that I've owned.
Yep.
But for this car, apparently you do. So.
It's fun sometimes. It's fun once. I don't think it's fun when you have to do it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I've heard great things about it, so I wanted to get one. This one was inexpensive on Facebook Marketplace. Never buy a cheap non-running Facebook Marketplace BMW.
Right.
That's what I did.
It's good advice for all cars, really.
Really, yeah. That's not true. I think there's, you could buy a cheap Honda Civic and you know what you're getting into.
That's true.
I've owned a couple Civics before. Never had to use a Blackstone oil analysis for any of the Civics that I've owned before.
Interesting.
You get in, they run, they don't sound great.
Yeah.
But they're reliable.
No V10s.
There's no V10s.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of power out of them, but like, actually that's not true. You could put a turbo on it.
The new ones are great.
Make 500
K
horsepower,
Series
no
greatest
problem.
thing ever.
Yeah, or you could buy a M5 V10,
You could.
which is using 20-something-year-old technology, and it is what it is. But yeah, anyways, yeah.
I'm here to work on this with you.
So
we're gonna.
this is the Hayabusa swapped Volkswagen Caddy pickup truck.
Yep.
Joey has done some phenomenal framework on this so far.
He has.
There might be some people on the internet that might not agree, but as I said before, just shoot me a photo of your mid-engine
Hayabusa
Caddy.
swap.
Hayabusa turbo
Right.
Hayabusa swap Caddy.
Yeah.
And we'll just take notes.
Yeah.
And I'll forward them off to Joey, and then Joey will read them. and
Love to
we'll
know
see.
how it's done properly.
Love to know how it's done properly. We'd really like to see it on all the race cars you guys have built. So yes, today we need to do some crud cutting, as they say. That doesn't work.
Yeah. So that's.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna have John Ross. There's some issues going on back here. There's some rust,
Yep.
as all Volkswagens do. This will be, if you own a Volkswagen, it's probably I don't know, if you own a newer one like 2023 and up, you have 3 years until this happens to yours.
Gotcha.
3 years.
Yeah.
So what I would do is you call John Ross over.
That's
He's
right.
gonna come with our crud cutter. We have it over here. The
I'll
tool.
bring this tool.
That's a snap-on tool. That's not my tool.
Of course.
It says snap-on on it. You know it's not mine.
Too expensive for either of us.
That's not mine, but I will engrave it to make it mine, and then it's mine all of a sudden. So John Ross, you're gonna use the crud cutter to get all of this kind of cancer
Yep.
out of the truck. We're actually gonna, make it so it's a little bit more, I guess, presentable. So you don't need a tetanus shot to be around this thing.
Sure.
Cut the crud out, and then we're gonna put like a base coat of a primer on it, so it doesn't like flash rust. And then we're gonna end up coating the bed in our rhino liner.
Cool.
Yeah. So if you could help us with that.
I got you.
And other general tasks as assigned.
Yeah.
That would be great.
The general task is assigned.
Perfect.
What's the pay?
It's very low.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's not true. It's based on experience.
I see. I actually have quite a bit of experience.
So very low.
Removing. Well, thank you for that. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, we're gonna move on to the M5.
Okay.
And then depending on how much longer you're here for,
We'll have all this done this weekend.
All this on this week.
Of course.
And then then we party.
Yeah. While we're here, we're gonna finish up a few other projects. All of them, to be exact.
There's a few other things in the wind
Yeah.
that we need to work on. We have we're building this LS1
Yep.
motor for some other projects too. So it's gonna be a fun time.
If pay is based on experience.
Pay is based on how much experience you have specifically with what we're doing.
Right.
So if you tell me this is the 35th or 40th Volkswagen or pickup truck you've done, you get paid upwards of $13 an hour.
This will be roughly my 50th LS swap, so
50th, so we'll take you off of this. We're on a budget. We're gonna put you on this instead.
we're starting off strong here, guys. I've repaired Rich's work lights, it took a lot of work.
How did you repair it?
I plugged it in.
I've been struggling for hours. Oh, you plugged it in?
Yeah, I did. You have to start there. Hey, I was just noticing some things over here on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
It appears that I did make it back to Kansas with the tow truck.
We didn't erase that?
So, according to this, people owe me hundreds of dollars. Oh, almost died. Almost. I didn't.
Yeah,
you don't have to pay me if I die.
Yeah, true. Well, there you go.
Also, it says there's a to-do list over here for me. I don't think...
That's quite the list.
Yeah,
that's, I would get cracking on that.
Here's your monthly pay.
Wow, it came with free money. This is only partial money, though. I do want to note that this is probably counterfeit, if I had to guess.
A couple hundred.
No, take your... I only came here to advise on M5 matters and ride one wheels. All right, guys, I'm not loving Rich's pay-by-experience pay scale here because I don't know if you know this or if I've mentioned it before, but I hate paint, I hate bodywork, and I've never done really any of it in my life. It's a very time-consuming thing. I have really high expectations. I know that I can't meet those expectations, and I don't really need to. I'd rather send the stuff out to a good friend that does bodywork or something like that and let them knock it out of the park. Well, Rich was like, put some Bondo in those holes, and then we're gonna bedline it. Obviously, it's not a huge deal. I can mess this up, but I have no experience doing this. I've never mixed up Bondo before in my life. So if you don't know how to do it, you put 2% hardener into some of the body filler that comes out of the can, right? I think it says mix at 2%, something like that. So you put a little bit of red in there. This stuff sets up really fast. That's something I learned last night while I was doing this. I will say after the first sand, filling in that hole there, this looks kind of all right, and we're getting some nice build up there. So we're gonna bring this all out until it's flush, and obviously it's nice and dry. I cleaned all that out with the Crud Buster, blasted it out with air, and wiped it down. So I'd say that was a pretty good prep for the Bondo. We mixed some up and we learned how to work with it just a little bit. So we're going from no experience with body filler to some experience. I've seen Josh do it, so I figured I saw somebody do it once, I can do it, and it's working out pretty well so far. Luckily, Rich has this big block sander here, and that should make it easy for me to take a layer off of here and then build it back up with another layer of Bondo and do the same thing over here where there's a lot more to fill. I'm trying to get it set back in there, but there's a long way to go before that's flush with the metal. So with that said, let's jump back in here and keep sanding and keep adding Bondo.
A few minutes later.
I tried to build fast and high over here in the corner, and I know there's still a little bit of a low spot down there, but everywhere else is much higher than where all the issues with the metal were. So I filled the gaps that I had in there. We'll sand that again here shortly, and we'll get that cleaned up and filled one more time, and hopefully one corner is down. This stuff says on the can that it has about a 2-minute set time, or 2 minutes you can work with it, and they are not kidding, especially when there's a little bit of heat. It sets up like that. About the time I finished working that little tiny section, it was setting up on the squeegee. So I did probably use too much hardener. I'll back off a little bit more this next time, but we're getting it done. All right, I got 2 more passes of Bondo in this thing today. Disregard anything Rich says about this not being good. Like I said, it's my first time, and I feel like it's close.
But wasn't pay dependent on experience?
It was. All right. I just finished making another pass down here. You can see over there, I got that filled in nicely. It needs one more pass to be completely done and leveled back out, which is gonna look pretty good. Over here, this one's actually looking pretty good. I know it looks like it's not finished out here, but this is actually a seam and the metal was all gone. So this needs even more filler in there to be completely level, or if you just bedline over that, no one will ever see because it's only a little shy of where it needs to be. So a little cleanup there, and that one is passable after the Raptor liner goes on. It's not paint. Over here, we filled a ton in, and I think that one looks pretty good. As you can see, my Bondo was drying. It only lasts 3-4 minutes after it's mixed up. So this was a nice pass, and as I got over here, it was already hardening. So we'll sand that, another pass, and over there, one more pass, and then the big holes in the bed, there's nothing I can do about that. So Joey got a bunch done on this today while we were working on the M6 so we could get out of his way. Rich is doing the battery box right now. Everything is coming together on the Turbo Hayabusa Hybrid VW Rabbit, and it's gonna be a really cool truck. I can't wait to see this thing run and drive. All right, man, I'm rolling out. Good luck with the Turbo Hybrid Hayabusa powered VW.
Whatever the thing it is, yeah. I'm gonna need a lot of help with that thing.
It's not a thing, I can tell you that much.
It's not a Volkswagen thing.
It's not a thing.
It's a Rabbit, and we're excited. Thanks for coming up, man.
Absolutely,
that's a really
dude.
big deal. We here at Rich Rebuild, we could use all the help we can get.
Sure.
So if anonymous person watching this, if you think you could help us here, send me an email. I might answer it. I'm usually pretty backed up. Give me a good, interesting title along with a photo in it.
Yeah.
And then we'll put it in the queue and in the order which it was received.
So Are you mailing my check or is it direct deposit? How does that work again?
Check for what? Oh, for the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We could talk about that.
Well, for the rabbit, not for the thing.
Oh, for the rabbit.
Yeah.
There'll be no payment involved. I've seen. If you go ahead and zoom in on the Bondo work,
It's great.
And then I think the audience will make a decision from there.
I did the Bondo work.
Yeah, it may have gotten worse now. So you owe me a new bed technically. So yeah.
All right, awesome. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head over to shop.watchchairguy.com for cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I'll talk to you next time. Goodbye, silly rabbit.
What do you? Oh, you're recording. So
No, that's it.